Please subscribe and share this video with your friends.
Marni,
Yes?
we haven't done a flirt tip coaster in quite some time.
A flirtini schmooze?
Yeah, would you like to? Would you like to choose a flirtini schmooze?
I would. Delicious.
This is a new little ritual.
It
we
is.
had the angel cards. Now we're doing the flirtini schmooze.
This is about eye contact.
Okay.
Okay.
Here we go.
So eye contact for more than a second signals interest. And I think that's a really important thing. You have to actually hold it, but not in a stalkery way. So when you spot the super cute stranger when scanning the room, pause until you catch the glance. And if he's into you, then you'll notice, and then you casually make your way over and come up with a reason to chat. Ask him for help. Ask him to hold your coat.
I would say 2 seconds.
Yeah, definitely 2 seconds. 3 is too long weird, and 1 is too I have like an eye thing.
1,
in my eye.
2. It's long. You know, because we do the lot of eye ping pong. That's like a nanosecond.
Right.
I'm talking about
Hey.
that sends a signal.
That sends a signal with a smile.
Ingrained in our DNA from
Yeah.
back in the day when we were on all fours. That kind of stuff get into that biochemistry.
Get your head out of the gutter. Here's the thing, too, is that it's okay for women to do that. You can initiate the eye glance, women. That's not.
Oh my God! It's a mating call.
Yeah. So it does. Don't wait for him to start. You can totally engage that way.
Almost every single species since the dawn of this Earth has started, the female has initiated the mating call.
Oh.
She sends out the signal, and all the alpha dudes come forward and be like, what do you need? What do you need? Well, what can I do? What can I do?
So here's the thing that happens, which ties into our episode today.
Okay.
When we like a guy, we get all cray-cray, and we... cray-cray, and we
Quote,
totally, quote me on that, we totally get uncomfortable, we start to feel awkward, we have self-doubt, and then when the total guy that we don't care about comes up to us, we can have a conversation with him forever, and of course
Be yourself, be fun, be witty, be great.
He asks for your number, and you're like, why do I get all cray-cray when I really like a guy?
Right.
So there's a couple things. One is sort of the deeper piece, which is there's something going on with how you see yourself and value yourself that you're not feeling like you're confident.
Good enough.
Good enough around the really great guy. So what's that about?
Explore that, yeah. That's one thing. You might either could step away and just take that time. If you're thinking it every time you go on the dates or you meet some guy who's really a great catch in your eyes, you automatically think, oh, I'm not good enough, I'm not strong enough, I have to overwork, I have to be funnier, I have to do extra things, which is going to push the person away because you're overworking it. Then it is time to step back and be like, okay, great. Why don't I think I'm good enough for that guy? I don't think I'm smart enough, good looking enough. Like, explore that, because that's an important thing for you.
Because you're giving him a lot of power. So, and if you're you want more, you can always go to whatsmydfactor.com and I can actually tell you why. But what I want to help, because someone wrote us in with this question, I want to help you. So a little tool, a little strategy that you could do is take a deep breath, go to the restroom, and put yourself in the position of I am the one in control. What would it look like if I just pretend that he's just a regular guy, because actually he is just a regular guy with a pretty suit, pretty bodysuit, right? And you start to see, is he worthy of you? So what could she do? What kind of questions could she ask that would start to put her in that thing of like, is this even a real guy for me?
Right, because right now what happens is you're putting him up here and you're down here, right? So you got to level this up, and I would even say put yourself up here.
Right.
And one note of confidence you can give yourself as a woman is saying, you choose.
Yes.
Right? Women choose the men. We try to do all certain things to try to get you to choose us, but in the end, you choose us.
Yeah.
Right? If I want to be very, very blunt here, there's no sex unless it's a violent culture until you say okay, right?
Yep.
So you choose. So you walk in there knowing that he's trying to win your attention, and it should always be that way. I think he's trying to win you. So you can go into it, back to the table, kind of going into the interviewer sort of seat and being, okay, is this guy truly a good catch? And
that's great.
Men really respond well to that. You're not grilling him.
Right.
And it's not coming from this bitter place, like, are you really a good man? But you're trying to figure out, is he really a decent guy with decent values and a cool guy? And
he could be just a really handsome guy that is kind of like, I just saw this really funny interview with Ryan Lochte, and bless you, Ryan Lochte, but it was the interviewer was interviewing
what Ryan
him.
Lochte do?
Oh my, yes, about his show. And she was asking him these questions, like, how does a woman get your attention? And he paused for a really long time, and he was like, if you're a man in the morning, you need to be a man at night, which totally doesn't make sense. So anyway, cut. The interviewers bust out laughing. They were like, oh, how's this gonna go? You know, and they were hilarious. But and she kept saying, he's just so handsome. The bottom line is you don't know anything about this guy. He's just got a look that you're attracted
Absolutely.
to. That's all that it is. And your great friend and my great friend, Chris Gillis, who's been a co-host on here when you're gone, he has a great little tool. He says, try to find one little tiny like flaw that humanizes them.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Totally, because it's there. They're
It's totally there. No one is perfect. So just try to find that so that you can remember he's just a guy and he puts his pants on and he's got foibles and flaws. And so be in the interviewer, power, goddess, queen role.
On the flip side, if I could just add here, isn't there often times where you guys notice if there's let's say a girl who may not be stereotypically attractive,
right,
but carries herself in a way that's so confident that you just can't help, Christian, you back me up here, you just can't help looking at her. Like,
absolutely.
She just has some confidence about her. They're just like, that's very attractive.
That's so true. And so here's the thing. You guys do that when the guy talks to you that you're not interested in. You're yourself.
Totally.
You're funny. You tell the funny story. You do this. You know, you're just totally you. And that's why that guy wants to go out with you, because you're being authentic and your light is shining. So it doesn't really matter sort of what your package is. Go and be yourself and say, all right, what would I do if this was the guy I wasn't attracted to? And just put yourself in an uncomfortable position and just try that. Like the next time you go out.
Mm-hmm. And exactly, I think there's try, like rinse and repeat on this one. Because 90% of the women are not doing it. So
Right.
now you're going to be part of this 10% of women who do it. Then you're going to be part of the 10% women who are going to be trying it continuously, who are getting pretty good and pretty confident, pretty relaxed in your body. These men who somehow get put up on this platform are not used to confident women coming up and talking to them. So you stick out, you rise to the cream of the crop. Because I'm telling you, 90% of men and women, when they go out there, are not doing anything. They're just sitting there with their beer, with their friends talking, looking around. This place sucks. I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to go online dating. You know what I mean?
Right, it's so true.
So if you're the one who figures out a way to go over there, sit down with them, ask like, listen, I can't find a good beer on this menu at all. You seem like a halfway decent dude who knows what's going on here.
That's a great line.
Looking for a microbrewery. What do you think? You're empowering him for him to step in and be like a man and be like,
I love it.
oh, I would go with the dark beer. You want a dark beer? Really? Oh, all right. I mean, I picked you more for an amber guy. All right. You just have, oh, okay. This woman comes over. She's talking about beer. She's confident. Sits down with me. I mean, just have fun. You might get shot down.
And the end is so what? Because my favorite phrase is next.
Next. But you did it.
You did it.
90% or not.
So go do it. Go be uncomfortable. Be authentic in front of the cute guy.
Have fun.
Have fun. Bye. Peace.
Report back.
Oh, yeah. datingwithdignity.com.
Yeah.